possibly Cuba, it's not surprising at all, because know anybody who can do that. I would love to find them and have them explain all of this to me, but I don't know who that person is.
You're invited to dinner with Jeffrey Goldberg and I, whomever you may be out there.
Yeah, please come.
we take
give you a mug. We'll give you
a mug, etc. An Atlantic subscription, all the things.
That's worth a lot. It's not just a mug.
Fair.
Okay, I just want to be
one magazine. We take a quick break. I want to talk to you about Pete Hegseth for a million reasons, including the fact that he texted you war plans about a year ago, and he hasn't suffered consequences. We're going to talk about that. But I wanted you to, I don't know if you saw this, I wanted you to listen to something he said today, which is kind of in the vibe of how Pete Hegseth is approaching this war, I guess I should say.
The folks here in the room, these cameras, they have a choice. You're either informing the American people of the truth or you're not. Because I hear it from my people every day. Behind every headline you write, there's a helicopter crew in the air. And behind every news banner you write, there's a battalion on the move. And behind every fake news story, there's an F-35 pilot executing a dangerous mission. My message to the media is get it right.
Okay, lots to say about that. We're going to take a break. I'll get your thoughts when we come back.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Douglas Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell.
Action!
Welcome back, friends. Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wow, these wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares. Now, let's see if it's cushiony. Whoa! Charmin is so much softer and way more absorbent.
Honey, what are you doing in there?
Getting lost in the softness. Sorry, gotta run. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, definitely recommend.
And now you can go up to 1 month before changing your roll with the Charmin Forever Roll. Roll holder included.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
By lunchtime, I definitely have body odor.
I have tried everything and nothing works.
I'm just a stinky girl.
That odor isn't you. It's bad chemistry. Lumi is clinically proven to control the hundreds of odor reactions happening everywhere on your body right now, not just the 3 to 5 happening in your armpits. Rather than covering up odor with heavy fragrance, Lumi actually stops odor before it starts. That's my secret to better odor control everywhere. Lumi's unlike anything you've ever tried before.
Did you Lumi today?
Lumi, outrageously effective odor control.
Yes, I actually won!
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings
and free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
consequences. We all know that. But that in the military, any basic small infraction there are consequences for. So it kind of stands out for that reason. But I was curious as to whether you thought, and I just played the clip before the break, he's been more emboldened because of no consequences. Is he behaving the way he's behaving because there were no consequences?
He's pretty consistent in his behavior, right? There's that kind of preemptive bellicosity to everything he says. He has kind of one tone.
Rhyming, chest thumping.
And it's a lot, right. It's light on information. It's a lot of intimidation. I mean, he's trying unsuccessfully to intimidate the press. I mean, I'm looking at that clip, I would remind the secretary that a lot of the reporters he's talking about successfully and to the help or to the benefit of the American people embedded with American forces over the last 20 years. We've had reporters go ashore at D-Day together with the troops. I mean, it's a long tradition in our democracy to have a media, a press that closely watches the military, praises when the military should be praised, criticizes when it should be criticized. And he's talking as if the press is the enemy of the people. You know the Pentagon press corps as well as I do.
They're smart and nerdy.
They're nerdy and they're national, and they want to have serious conversations about national security priorities, and that's what you're not getting from the Secretary of Defense. And so it's as if we don't hear from the acting National Security Advisor, Marco Rubio, very much, as I'm sure you've noticed.
I don't even know what he said about this off the top of my head.
I mean, he's very careful because I think Marco Rubio is the smart one in the pairing here in a lot of ways. He's very careful not to thump his chest and say sorts of things that will get you into trouble later. But no, I mean, Pete Hegseth is empowered. Obviously, audience of one, Donald Trump likes him and likes his performance, and I use the word performance very advisedly. And, you know, if you go back a year, it is true that he did something in the Signalgate, the so-called Signalgate controversy, that would have gotten any other military leader or civilian in the Pentagon court-martialed, indicted, disciplined, fired. You know, and the military, our armed forces, which are the best in the world, run on order, discipline, responsibility, and character. And so when you do something that a private in the Army would be punished for doing, you got to take some responsibility. That's the only thing that I hear people argue about today on this front, which is like, it was a bad morale moment when this happened because Hegseth lashed out rather than saying, yeah, I made a mistake. When I make a mistake, I take responsibility for it, and I learn from the mistake.
Jeffrey Goldberg, I feel like Pete Hegseth's going to be around for a while. That's my guess.
Until he gets another TV show.
Surprisingly, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up, for so long, we did not know what Jack Smith thought Donald Trump's motive was for hoarding classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, though we've seen the photos millions of times. But today, we found out more, and we found out Jack Smith thought it was about money. Congressman Jamie Raskin is the person who figured it all out, and Congressman Raskin is about to join me live. We'll be right back.
Your student body president, Stephen Long.
Checking Allstate first was a great idea. Not checking if the body pain was permanent, not my finest moment. Yeah, check Allstate first. You can save hundreds. Rock chalk.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin fits my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
ZipRecruiter. In the furniture business,
things move fast. ZipRecruiter helps us hire qualified candidates who can keep up. We needed a project manager yesterday. We posted a job on ZipRecruiter and had our guy on site in 5 days. He was qualified in every way. ZipRecruiter finds the best candidates for all our jobs. And they helped us build our dream team, and they did it fast. Is that too fast for you?
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/MSNBC.
When your gut is out of balance, your body gives you signs. So if you're frustrated with occasional bloating or gas, help stop the frustration and start taking Align every day. Align Probiotic was specifically designed by gastroenterologists to help relieve your occasional bloating and gas, so you can enjoy life. When you feel the signs, it's time to try Align.
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40...
Let me guess, less energy, less drive?
Definitely.
It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age.
Happened to you guys?
Yep.
So what did you do?
We got new Genix Total T2.
From the #1 selling testosterone brand at GNC comes new Genix Total T2, a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle by texting BOAT to 369-369.
That does it. I gotta get new Genix.
Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
You can only try before you buy with this special offer. Get your complimentary bottle now. Text BOAT to 369-369. Do it now and we'll include a bottle of new Genix Neurozone Brain Supplement absolutely free.
For years now, we've known that when Trump left his first term in office, he illegally took hundreds and hundreds of pages of classified documents with him. We all remember those photos. Stashed them away at Mar-a-Lago and refused to return them to the government even after he was subpoenaed for them. We've known Trump did all of that for years, but we've never had any idea as to why he did. That is until today, because today we learned that Special Prosecutor Jack Smith identified a possible motive while investigating Trump. In a progress memo from January of 2023, Smith's team wrote, Trump possessed classified documents pertinent to his... Now, if you're wondering how we learned any of this information today, that is quite a story in its own right. Because even though Jack Smith indicted Trump back in 2023, the case never made it to trial. The Trump-appointed judge assigned to the case, Aileen Cannon, dismissed the case, saying that Smith hadn't been appointed properly, and tossed the case out with him. Smith memorialized both the classified documents case and his investigation into Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 election, writing a report on both of the cases. But at Trump's request, Judge Cannon barred the report about classified documents in that case from ever being made public. And you may remember from Smith's own testimony that it is illegal for anyone to publish that report. He wouldn't even talk about it. It would defy federal court orders. And yet, according to Congressman Jamie Raskin, the Justice Department did exactly that. According to Raskin, 2 weeks ago, the Justice Department handed the House Judiciary Committee a trove of documents with the purpose of providing Republicans on the committee with fodder they could use to smear Jack Smith. But the Justice Department made a big old mistake. Because as Raskin put it in a letter to Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi today, apparently blinded by the frenzied search to find any scrap of evidence that could be twisted and distorted to level an attack against Special Counsel Smith, you have quite amazingly missed the fact that some of the documents you provided include damning evidence about your boss's conduct and may well violate the gag order your DOJ and Donald Trump demanded from Judge Aileen Cannon. That's right. In an attempt to smear Jack Smith, the Justice Department accidentally handed Democrats some of his findings that Trump literally got a court to bar the release of. That is quite the own goal right there. Now, what the Justice Department gave Congress is not Jack Smith's full classified documents report. It is just a progress memo that Smith filed back in January of 2023, which was 5 months before he indicted Trump. In addition to saying that Trump took these documents with the motive of enriching himself, Raskin says that the memo suggests that Trump stole documents so sensitive that only 6 people in the entire U.S. government had access to them. That's 6 people, including the president. He also says that the memo specifies that, quote, the disclosure of the documents Trump took represented an aggravated potential harm to national security, and that Trump and his staff acted recklessly with the documents, not just storing them in unsecured locations around Mar-a-Lago, but doing things like documents being compromised or, of course, taken by a foreign adversary. More than anything else, the memo the Justice Department inadvertently gave Congress just underscores how much it is in the public interest for the Justice Department to give Congress the rest of the Jack Smith report. Take this example, for instance. Raskin says that the memo shows that in June of 2022, Trump apparently took classified documents on a flight to his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey. Prosecutors determined that they identified a classified map that they believe Trump may have shown to individuals on board, an event that prosecutors believe was witnessed by Trump's now chief of staff, Susie Wiles. The memo also includes a map of the aircraft seating assignments and a list of the passengers, but the Justice Department redacted the list. Now, Raskin points out that around the same time as that flight, Trump was entering into a business partnership with the Saudi-backed Live Golf and with a Saudi-backed real estate firm. Remember after January 6th, most of the business world turned its back on Trump? I mean, the PGA, which had held tournaments at Trump's courses for decades and gave the courses a whole lot of clout, even cut ties with Trump. But then the Saudis threw Trump a bit of a lifeline. They funded a brand new golf league, spending through the nose to poach players from the PGA and hosted their events at Trump properties. That story has always been incredibly fishy, and now it is even more so. I mean, as Raskin puts it, without access to Jack Smith's report on the classified documents or his investigative files, there's no way to know what that classified map contained or what the relationship was between the documents Trump stole and Trump's business interests. Clearly, this is a lot more. There's a lot more the American public deserves to know here. But when Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, was asked about Congressman Raskin's demand for more information today, here's what she had to say.
I saw that letter from Congressman Raskin this morning, who I would add has zero credibility. I think Jack Smith has been proven to be a liar and a fraud, and this is, again, a cheap political stunt from a Democrat on Capitol Hill who I think wants to get himself on cable television.
And get himself on cable television he did. Congressman Jamie Raskin, who's at the root of all of this, got to the bottom of all of this, joins me next.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just 1 pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Unlike my friend here popping antacids all day. Give me those. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill, zero heartburn. All good.
Are you a fiduciary?
Well, sure. What about you?
Yes. At Fisher Investments, we take the fiduciary duty to a whole new level, doing right by our clients in all aspects of our business.
Do you make commissions selling products?
Well, yes.
And Fisher?
We don't sell any commission-based products because as a fiduciary, we believe that's a conflict of interest.
And how do your fees work? Let me explain. And Fisher?
We have a transparent fee structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Lysol knows when the whole house is sick, your laundry is sick. Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria detergents leave behind. Clean is good. Sanitized is better.
When I was diagnosed with HIV, I didn't know who I would be.
But here I am, being me.
Keep being you and ask your healthcare provider about the #1 prescribed HIV treatment, Biktarvy.
Biktarvy is a complete 1 pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in many people, whether you're 18 or 80. With 1 small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to undetectable and stay there, whether you're just starting or replacing your current treatment. Research shows that taking HIV treatment as prescribed and getting to and staying undetectable prevents transmitting HIV through sex. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Don't take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding or have kidney or liver problems. If you have hepatitis B, don't stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your healthcare provider. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
No matter where life takes you, Biktarvy can go with you. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
Dry eye relief isn't just a feeling. It's a science. TheraTears has oxylights, a unique blend of the 5 vital electrolytes found in natural tears, all working together to support hydration for a feeling no other drop can give. Give your eyes a burst of long-lasting relief with TheraTears Dry Eye Therapy. Science-backed hydration.
So much stuff.
Move past pain with Vicks VapoFreeze. Get hours of pain relief with maximum strength menthol, plus powerful Vicks Vapors.
College!
VapoFreeze your pain.
Joining me now is Congressman Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, and the person who sounded the alarm about this Jack Smith memo. Congressman Raskin, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I should note that this letter you sent is public. People can read it. But I just wanted to dive into more of the specifics here with you, because Jack Smith clearly believed that Trump's motive for taking classified documents was business. That's one of the things you outlined, that Trump was attempting to use the documents for some sort of financial gain. Can you tell us why? What do you believe Trump was doing here?
Well, what's interesting is we asked Jack Smith that when he appeared before our committee, and he dutifully said he couldn't remark upon it because he had been ordered by Judge Cannon not to talk about what was in the indictment. So he refused to opine on it. And I wish I could say it was brilliant detective work on our part that somehow released this document, but the Trump Justice Department just inadvertently sent it to us. So that's where we learned of this memo stating that there was a business motivation behind Donald Trump's pilfering of those documents and his illegal retention and storage of them in the ballroom and the bathrooms and the pool house and so on down at Mar-a-Lago. Well, everybody had suspected that it had to do with business, and there are lots of different theories out there. They're all just theories at this point, Jen, but we know Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has a $2.5 billion contract with the Saudis. They gave him that money. He's got money with other corrupt oil monarchies. And so some of the documents taken were maps, and there was defense information allegedly taken and stored. So that's one possibility. We don't know if it relates to crypto and some of Donald Trump's new crypto friends. We have no idea. That's why we say release Volume 2 of the Jack Smith report, the volume about the mishandling of government documents case. Every other special counsel report by every other special counsel, you name it, Robert Hur, Robert Mueller, Kenneth Starr, back in independent counsel days, all of them have been released to the public. Republicans have always demanded that the public get to see them. And now suddenly there's this huge cover up and they want to sweep it under the rug. And what did we learn from this document that the Trump Justice Department, in their inimitable way, sent to us by accident? Well, we learned that the prosecutors believed there was a business motivation behind it. There were documents in there so top secret that only 6 people in the entire U.S. government could see them, including the president, which means only 5 people other than the president could look at these documents. And we also learned that Donald Trump was, brandishing the documents and showing them off on an airplane to people, including Susan Wiles. So those are some of the small glimpses we've gotten into what took place. But there's a very simple way to settle this. The White House doesn't like the fact that it came out. They claim that Jack Smith is a fraud and a liar, which is sweet coming from a woman who works for a guy who has 34 felony convictions on his record for criminal fraud. But Jack Smith can defend himself. In any event, if they want to get to the bottom of it, and there's nothing to hide, release the special counsel's report. Every other special counsel report has been released. Why not this one? Why is this one any different? What are they afraid of?
That's the big question. I mean, you raised a lot of interesting questions. I should note, you just mentioned Jared Kushner. You also named Czech Live Golf. I just talked about this, and a real estate deal that Trump made back in 2022. Those were, of course, happening around the same time that Trump had these documents, which makes that interesting. You also ask, one of your demands to Pam Bondi is for her to produce a list of which members of Trump's family, if any, were made aware of these classified documents. I mean, we're all paying attention to and covering the fact that Trump and his family have made oodles of money during this administration. Why did you ask for the family members specifically? Is that what you're getting at, or what are you getting at there?
Well, it seems clear when you look at Bush's the occupancy of the White House in the first term and from what we've seen in the second, that this is a money-making operation. Donald Trump has made billions of dollars more in 1 year in office in the second term than every other president in American history combined. If you put them all together, it doesn't come close to what Donald Trump has done. He has turned the White House into an instrument of money-making and private profiteering, and his family is totally part of it. In fact, his defense for what he's done when people raise the Foreign Emoluments Clause and the Domestic Emoluments Clause, which he calls the phony Emoluments Clause, is that he is no longer running his business. He's just profiting from it. He's just benefiting from it. But it's his sons who are running his business. That's quite a defense. But in any event, it's clear that it's a family business. They're all working together. And so we want to know exactly what the role of everybody was.
We all want to know. Got to let us know if you hear anything. Congressman Jamie Raskin, thank you, as always, for joining us. Okay, coming up, Jeffrey Epstein's accountant gets one question and gives 3 different answers. Congressman Ro Khanna has been trying to figure out why, and we want to know too, and he joins me next.
Have you ever felt so sluggish that it was like you were stuck in your chair? Like you didn't feel energetic enough for even routine activity? I've been there, and as a doctor, I knew this could be a sign that my digestive system wasn't working at its best. So I followed the same advice I give my patients and started taking Metamucil fiber every day.
Metamucil is the only leading brand with plant-based psyllium fiber that gels to help trap and remove waste so you can feel lighter in as little as 14 days.
After trying it for 2 weeks, I decided to keep taking Metamucil every day to help meet my health goals.
Metamucil psyllium fiber also helps curb cravings between meals, helps lower cholesterol to support heart health, and helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. That's why Metamucil is the #1 fiber brand recommended by doctors, pharmacists,
and gastroenterologists like me.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here. Scan to shop or visit these fine retailers today.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell.
Action!
When dry eyes need a boost,
Blink. Ready, set, blink.
Up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with Tums Plus, upset stomach and nausea support, and love food back.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like Netflix, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
This Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right, right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
We're going to bring you all of it as fast as it comes in.
It's going to be a nail-biter all night.
At the end of the day, this is about the voters.
What's motivating you to stay on this line?
It's more important to vote now than ever before.
You cannot really manipulate agency. Does the president or the Republican Party just not know where the people of North Carolina are?
Between now and November, lots of things could happen.
Come on back, because it's going to be good.
Who knows?
One of the enduring mysteries from the Epstein files revolves around an Epstein accuser known as Jane Doe No. 4, who also made allegations of sexual assault against Donald Trump. Allegations Trump denies. And a few weeks ago, when Jeffrey Epstein's former accountant, Richard Kahn, testified before the House Oversight Committee, Democrats asked about Jane Doe No. 4 and whether the Epstein estate paid her a settlement.
Is it true that Jane Doe 4, the citation is Doe versus Jeffrey Epstein, 1:19 CV 07675, Southern District of New York, received a financial settlement directly from the estate, as her attorney has claimed?
I'm sorry, I don't know who Jane Doe 4 is.
She's the person who has been widely described as alleging that President Trump raped or abused her when she was 13 in the 1980s. And her attorney is out there, has said that she received a settlement from the estate.
Congressman, may I just tell him who Jane Doe 4 is, just so it refreshes him?
I believe I understand who you're referring to. I believe that Jane Doe 4 received a settlement via mediation with the estate, I believe in 2025.
Okay, so he acknowledged who she was, Kahn said she received a settlement, but then later on in that deposition, his lawyer said he was not 100% certain he remembers Jane Doe No. 4.
We do not recognize that individual to be someone who has brought claims against the estate or that we have mediated with and resolved.
It was a bizarre turnaround. Now, even more bizarre is in a letter 2 days after the deposition, Kahn and his lawyer said that they could not confirm whether or not the estate settled with the woman. Joining me now to maybe untangle all of this is Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna. So I just kind of gave a summary of all of the different answers here. What do you make of that, and why have they gone through 3 different answers on basically the same question?
I mean, I thought I was pretty clear about who this woman was. She's the person who accused Donald Trump of raping her when she was 13. And she was interviewed 4 times by the FBI. So the FBI obviously found it credible enough to interview her 4 times. You saw he was very uncomfortable. He said, yes, the estate paid a settlement. And then 5 hours later, he retracts it all. And you've got Comer out there after the press conference saying, Kahn is a liar. She retracted it all. So Garcia and I, who's the ranking member, said, we're going to write a letter to see what they actually mean. And then I think the lawyer said, well, you can't perjure yourself. That's a crime. And so they said, well, we can't either confirm or deny. What does that mean? They know whether they paid the settlement or not. And the reality is the fear that someone like him has of Trump. I mean, I've seen this time and again with people coming to the Oversight Committee. They're afraid that Trump could direct Pam Bondi to prosecute them or take some action against them. And it's really sad to see.
It's strange as to why he would be afraid. Maybe I'm not imagining it big enough. Do you have any information to believe that the settlement was involving Trump? I know that's a question you asked, but have you learned anything new about that?
We don't know. But the reality is if there was a settlement, even if the allegations were against Epstein, and the allegations are against both Epstein and Trump, that's giving some credibility. I mean, you can't say that someone has no credibility and then the Epstein estate is settling with her and paying her money. And so the Trump administration has said, oh, this is just all bogus. This survivor has no legitimacy. Well, if there's an acknowledgement that Epstein settled, then there's an acknowledgement that she obviously had some abuse. And then there are questions that President Trump needs to answer.
And also the FBI interviewed her a number of times, and she decided not to continue. What do you do now that you've had a chance, and people have a chance to watch this deposition? What do you do now? Because you're still eager to get to the bottom of the information here. What's next?
Well, first of all, it's absurd that the Department of Justice isn't doing this, right? My job as a congressperson is to worry about gas prices and housing prices, not to conduct an entire investigation. But it's fallen on Congress because the Justice Department has not investigated this. They haven't asked any questions of the estate. They weren't getting the documents from the estate. It took me subpoenaing them because of Lawrence O'Donnell's show to get this information. I mean, so what Massey and I and the Oversight Committee are committed to is now getting the other people in to be investigated. This is why we need to take back the House, and then calling for investigations and prosecutions for the men who raped these girls. They sat in my office, Jen. These are survivors with trauma, and nothing is being done, even though the men are in the files who raped them.
I know that your tirelessness and the tirelessness of so many members of Congress will keep talking about it. And most importantly, these survivors who are just out there and continue to be. Hopefully that will continue to get to the bottom of the truth here. That's what everybody wants. Congressman Ro Khanna, thank you as always for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching The Briefing Weekend. Be sure to join us every Tuesday to Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern for The Briefing with Jen Psaki, right here on MS Now.
Tap into the data you need to see the market your way. Introducing the new Power E-Trade Pro, your ultimate desktop trading platform. It gives savvy traders like you nearly unlimited customization with up to 120 tools across 6 workspaces, plus automatic pattern recognition and education built right into the charts. Finally, a platform that thinks like you, from the original place to trade online.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
I can start right away.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
When your gut is out of balance, your body gives you signs. So if you're frustrated with occasional bloating or gas, help stop the frustration and start taking Align every day. Align Probiotic was specifically designed by gastroenterologists to help relieve your occasional bloating and gas, so you can enjoy life. When you feel the signs, it's time to try Align.
When dry eyes need a boost,
blink. Ready, set, blink.
Up to 10 hours of relief to help you keep going. Relief with every blink.
On Medicare, living with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. This is progress. Ask your doctor today.
Why'd I go to the doctor? When my heart kept skipping a beat, I didn't think much of it. But my girls made me get checked out, and it made such a difference. Turns out, I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did, and my girls are too.
This is no time to wait.
When you're bringing your team together to connect and refocus, 4imprint helps your brand look polished, unified, and ready for what's next. For personal service, design, expertise, and unmatched quality. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Yes, I actually won!
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit.
Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings
and free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
Messy happens. When it does, Home Aglow will clean your entire house. Everything from dishes to vacuuming, even laundry. Join thousands of Americans and book your first cleaning today for just $19.
Hello, I'm Craig Melvin, and this is Dateline.
We heard all this talk around the town that Jessie was dead. To know that the last moments that she spent on this earth, she was in so much fear, it's not fair.